Hi everybody, my name is Paula and I'd like to welcome you to my Real Polish Fanatic little corner of YouTube. Thank you so much for stopping in and spending some of your day with me. I do appreciate you being here. Today I have a nail mail package from LynB Designs. You can hear Ruby in the background saying hi to everybody. In her September launch, LynB had a Practical Magic Halloween box up for sale. I think it was 13 polishes and maybe some extra goodies. And I don't know if she's gonna have any overpours. Her store is closed right now, so I could not look to see if she had any left over, or I don't know if she's gonna have overpours or anything like that. But I do know her store will be opening back up on October 5th for kind of a preview. And her next monthly launch is October 10th to the 14th. Works is every month she has a new collection come out. And during her launch weekend, she has a coupon code for 50% off, and that is good for almost everything in her web store. The only things that would not be included would be things like this Halloween box that I'm going to show you today, and any special like collaboration polishes or charity polishes. Some things are excluded from that coupon, but pretty much everything on her store is 50% off retail. And October's code, I'll give you a little sneak peek, from October 10th to the 14th at lynbdesigns.store. That's where you'll find her website. If you use code DRINKS, I will link that in the description, or I will put it in the description, and I'll link her store. DRINKS, DRINKS, is her coupon code for October. So if you go shopping, lynbdesigns.store, October 10th to the 14th is her launch weekend. Code DRINKS will save you 50% off of her new collection and just about everything else, like I said, in that web store. I think that's awesome. I always try to buy from her because you just can't beat those prices. You'll get a regular, I think her regular retail is $13 for her polishes. For regular polishes. Her creams are a little bit cheaper, but so it's like $6.50 for an indie polish. You can't beat it. I love it, and I almost order from her almost every month. But today I have not even looked in here yet. It came in this baggie. I just took it out of the outer envelope. It came in this baggie. It is called the Practical Magic Halloween box, and I have not even sneaked a peek. I don't know what else in here, but let's go ahead. I think there's gonna be 13 polishes, maybe some other good stuff, I don't know. But let's go ahead, turn the camera around and break into this and take a look at LynB Designs Practical Magic Halloween box for 2025. And I hope that there's some extras for sale when she opens back up. And she's gonna open her store on October 5th, kind of as a preview, so you can go in and put things in wish lists and everything like that. If these are available, they are not part of the sale, so if you see it on October 5th, you can go ahead and grab it and you won't be missing out on any sort of coupon sale or anything like that. But let's go ahead, turn the camera around and break into this little baggie, see what we got. All right, my nails are bare, don't have anything on my nails. So let us dump this little baggie out and see what all we have in here. We have, let me zoom out a little bit so we can see. We have polishes. Oh, we got some other good stuff. Let's see. All right, we have lots and lots of polishes. We have a little baggie here with, oh, we have a, this is cute. It is a little broom. It is I think it's a pencil. Little pencil broom. Very, very cute. And, all right, and in this little baggie, we have got all sorts of good stuff. Let's see. We have some little candies. And Margaritaville single to go. Oh, I think this is like a powder that you would put in some water. This one must taste like a margarita. That's very fun. We have a LynB Designs Halloween sticker. Very, very pretty. Look at that hollow. Very pretty. We have maybe like a tarot card. Let's see. Oh, I think this is one of those things you can open it up and it's like a bookmark. You put it on the page of the book that you're reading so you can remember what page, and then it's magnetic. So it will clip together and hold your page in a book for you. Very, very cool. I actually have one of those that I use. So that one's nicer, that one's bigger and nicer. And then we have, this says opal on it. It looks like a little jar of like crushed opals. Very, very pretty. I love opal. All right, and then we just have a whole bunch of polishes here. Let me put these in order. They all have the days on them here. So here's what they look like. Here's days 4, 5, and 6. They come in her regular black boxes. And then she just has the dates there written on a tombstone. Love that little pencil, very cute. We have 13 polishes in this box. Let's see, let me sweep up my mess here. All right, let's take a look at some polishes for the Practical Magic Halloween box from LynB Designs for 2025. Here we have day 1. And I like she has the little, I think she usually has a little hole in her boxes here. She has them covered up so we don't even get a sneak peek. There's nowhere to see. Here's the back of her box. If you want to read that, it has her ingredients. 5 free vegan and cruelty-free. LynBDesigns.store. That's where you'll find her. Let's look at day 1. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Oh, it looks like she has, oh, she even has fancy name labels. Has little bats in it. Very fun. I love when they do extra merchandising to go along with the themes. So it says LynB Designs, artisan made, 5 free 15 milliliters. That's what that says, a beautiful hollow. This here is day 1. It's called We're Supposed to Die Together. Again, this is based on Practical Magic. Look at that, a beautiful kind of orchidy, purpley pink with looks like maybe blue or purple shimmer. Gorgeous. And day 2. Oh, this is pretty too. So this is kind of a taupey gold, like a taupe base maybe with, I think it has gold glitter. They could be silver. I think they're gold. Like a taupey base with a ton of very reflective gold glitter. Gorgeous. Day 2 is called You Southern Shrew. That looks beautiful. This was a total mystery. I didn't see any spoilers, no sneak peeks. If there were any spoilers, I did not see them. Here's day 3. Ooh, this is pretty too. I'm gonna say that about all of them. So this is kind of like an icy blue, and then it has like this really strong purple shimmer. I don't know, I don't think there's hollow in this. That looks very pretty. It's sort of like almost like a slate blue. Very pretty, kind of a greenish blue. It's a very unusual color, love it. And day 4, did I tell you the name of this one? Erase Death from Our Sight. Oh, this is a magnetic. We're back to day 3 here. This is a magnetic. Oh, so that deepens up that background color to be almost like a darker teal. And then it looks like the magnet line is maybe a lighter green or like a golden green maybe. Looks a little faint here in the bottle, but we'll see when we swatch that up. Let me make sure none of these others were magnetic. All right, up to day 4. Oh, this is my kind of color. This is a beautiful purple. I see lots of different colored twinkles going through there, and then it looks like a shifting shimmer. It almost looks like pink, gold, green maybe. Love these kind of colors. That's so pretty. This one is called Fall in Love Whenever You Can. Beautiful. Look at that blurry shot, all those different colors. We got some holographic little twinkles coming through. Gorgeous, love that one. And then we have day 5. Ooh, this is a bright blue, kind of like a robin's egg blue. And it looks like this has a green shimmer to it, like a larger particle green shimmer. Gorgeous. This one is called The Moon is Always Jealous. I have to be honest, I have not seen Practical Magic, but it is on my list of shows to watch this October. I want to watch that, and I've never watched Hocus Pocus either. I want to watch that. So those two are on my list of shows to watch if I can find them streaming somewhere. Up to day 6. Oh, this is gorgeous too. This looks like kind of a maroonish red, and then it has definitely like a golden green kind of shimmer, maybe gold to green. That looks beautiful. This one is called All I Want is a Normal Life. This is also a magnetic. Let me give it a shake. Oh, so that deepens up that background to almost like a cranberry color. And then the magnet line is like a brighter kind of pinky red, it looks like. And then you get some like larger particle shimmer or maybe some flakes in there. I'm seeing something green. Maybe like a green, gold, pink kind of shifting flake. That'll be fun. Day number 7. Oh, so this is like a kind of like a seafoamy green or like a very pale mint green. It has some silver reflective and then maybe like a blue gold green kind of shimmer. Maybe, I'm not sure about that blue, but I do think it's kind of like a green gold kind of shimmer, I think. And then a lot of silver reflective. This one is Midnight Margaritas. And this is a reflective. Gorgeous. So pretty. And day number 8. Another pretty one. This is sort of like a denim-y blue, like a dark denim. And then I see lots of different color flakes. I'm seeing like oranges and green and blue. And then there's some holographic twinkles going through there, maybe holographic flakes. And yeah, I think that's about it. Beautiful. This one is called One Green Eye, One Blue Eye. And this one is a thermal. Yeah, I don't have any official descriptions or anything, so I don't know what this might go to. What what color it might change to, but this would be the cold color, I think. And day number 9. Ooh, this is pretty. So this also is sort of like a cranberry maroonish kind of holographic, I think. I definitely think there's some holographic in there. This one is called My Blood, Your Blood, Our Blood. Beautiful. Looks like a really rich, deep kind of red holographic. That's what I think that's gonna be. Beautiful. Day number 10. Oh, this is pretty. So this is sort of like it's either like a very light pink. It's almost like a pinkish nude kind of color. Let's see. It's like a pinkish nude, and then it has, I think, a shifting shimmer in there, like gold, pink. Could be like orange, pink kind of shifting shimmer. Very pretty. This one is called Nudity is Entirely Optional. Very nice. Work appropriate color, maybe not a work appropriate name, but definitely a work appropriate type of color. Very pretty. Day number 11. So this, I bet this glows in the dark. This one is called Be Careful What You Wish For, and it does glow in the dark. So this is a white, and it's got little black bats. You can see right there. Those 2 bubbles there look like eyes. Kind of came out of nowhere, little eyeballs. It looks like there's some silver flakes, kind of, or holographic flakes maybe, kind of large ones. Not many of those, but we got like littler holographic glitter, and then those black bats. Very fun. Be careful what you wish for. Glow in the dark. And day number 12. So this is the kind of box you're supposed to open 1 polish every day leading up to Halloween, but you know, I can't do that. I have to open them all right away. This is a beautiful kind of azul. That's what comes to mind. Azul blue. I'm not sure if that's correct, but that's what comes to mind. It's a beautiful, beautiful bright blue. And then I'm seeing some larger particle kind of blue and purple shimmer or glitter in there. Definitely seeing things that are pink or purple. Sometimes I can't tell pink from purple. That looks beautiful. Gorgeous. This one is called, oh, this is a crackle. This one is called But With the Sweets Come the Sour. Oh, this is a crackle. Love that. She does crackles really well. Beautiful. It's going to be so pretty. And the last polish of my little Practical Magic Halloween box, day number 13, lucky day 13. Let's see what we got. Pretty purple flaky. So this is a kind of a grape purple base, and then it's got blue, green flakes in there. I think that's pretty much what I'm seeing. This is also a thermal, I think that says. This one's called There's a Little Witch in All of Us. And yes, this is another thermal. Pretty. So this would be the cold color, this kind of darker grape purple. Can't wait to see what these go to with in the warm temperatures. Gorgeous. So that was the 13 days from the Practical Magic Halloween box from LynB Designs. Like I said, I do not know if there's going to be any for sale when she opens back up in October, or if she'll have just overpours of individual colors. I really don't know anything else about it, but this looks beautiful, and I'm going to go and swatch these up, and I'll come back and show them off to you. All right, I've got these swatched on swatch wheels. Put the thermals on my nails so we can look at those in some hot and cold water. Let's just dive in here to the Practical Magic Halloween box from LynB Designs. Like I said, I don't know if there will be any overpours or anything, but hopefully there will be, because some of these are so beautiful. This first one, day one, we're supposed to die together. Just a beautiful kind of purpley pink with some blue shimmer, I think that is. And we have that one here on the swatch wheel in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats with a matte top coat. Very, very nice. Let's put on our 3rd coat here. So here we have, we're supposed to die together. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Very, very pretty. Love that with the matte top coat. It's coming out a little darker. Let me see. There, that's more color accurate right there over the black. It's kind of a bright purpley pink with that bluish kind of shimmer. Gorgeous. So pretty. This one is day 1. We're supposed to die together. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. And up next for day 2, we have this pretty taupe with some gold, very sparkly flakes or glitter. This one is called You Southern Shrew. That first one over black, I already forgot to show it to you. Right here, that just leaves this pretty kind of purpley blue shimmer behind. It's very pretty. Very shifty over the black. I like it. You could definitely play with this over some other colors too. That was this one. 1 coat over black with a glossy top coat. And there it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. Very different, very pretty. And then the second one, You Southern Shrew. We have that one right here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats matte. Love that with the matte top coat. Look at all those little glitter bits popping out there at us. Let's go in and put on a 3rd coat. Formulas are excellent, as LynB Designs always are. So here we have this one now. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Love this. It starts out quite as like a taupey color. It really builds up into, it's still kind of taupey, but it gets to be quite a dark taupey color. Very nice. I love it with the matte top coat. You can really see all those little glitter bits jumping out at you. This is day 2. You Southern Shrew. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. And that one over black just leaves those kind of golden glitter behind, or flakes. They're very sparkly. There it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And up next we have day 3. This beautiful kind of teal greenish blue with a really strong looking purple shimmer. This one is called Erase Death from Our Sight. This is a magnetic. And that one on the swatch wheel We have it right here in one coat. This is 2 coats, and I did do the cat eye. It is quite faint so far. We'll see if the 3rd coat helps with that. This one is 3 coats unmagnetized with a matte top coat. Kind of loving that. Let's go in and put on a 3rd coat here with the cat eye. See if it comes out stronger. So this is very, very faint. I will say it does deepen up that background color to a deeper teal. I'm loving that glowy kind of purple shimmer. But the magnet line itself is quite faint. I did also do this in the velvet effect. I will show you that here in just a moment. So I think you can see the magnet line, but it is very, very faint. Let me go ahead and put a 2nd coat here, unmagnetized, in case you want to wear it that way. So here is that one now. 2 coats unmagnetized, 3 coats with the cat eye, 3 coats unmagnetized with a matte top coat. You can see that magnet line, but it is not, you can definitely see it, but it's not super duper strong. I will say that, but I can see it. In person, I think I'm seeing it a little better than you are maybe on the camera. This is so pretty, even unmagnetized. Look at that with the matte top coat. Or here it is, 2 coats unmagnetized. I'm loving that strong purple shimmer. Adds such a beautiful glow to it. So here we have day 3. Erase Death from our site. 1 coat, 3 coats with the cat eye, or that's 2 coats unmagnetized, 3 coats with the cat eye, and 3 coats unmagnetized matte. And if we look at that one with the horseshoe magnet, again, it's quite faint. It really brings kind of that purpley shimmer up to the top, I think. It's still pretty. It's very pretty. But it is not a really, really strong magnetic effect. And that one over black is right here. That leaves like this purple, it leaves that purple glowy shimmer pretty much behind. This is unmagnetized, just 1 coat with a glossy top coat. So there it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And up next, day 4. This is my top pickety pick. Love this. I about gasped when I put this on the swatch wheel. So, so beautiful. This one is called Fall in Love Whenever You Can. Just a beautiful purple. It's got like pink, maybe to gold shimmer. Pink to something shimmer. And then just a whole bunch of different colors and little bitty glitter. So, so pretty. And that one on the swatch wheel we have right here in 1 coat. This is 2 coats, 3 coats with a matte top coat. Let's put on a 3rd coat. I love this. I love all the different color, the little bitty different colored glitter. And that shifting shimmer, I'm not sure what it's shifting to, but I feel like it is shifting. This is so pretty. Here it is in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. This one definitely wins glossy over that matte. It's pretty matte, but oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So, so pretty. Love this one. And this one is called Fall in Love whenever you can. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Love, 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 love. And that one over black is right here. Look what that leaves. That leaves all those different color glitter. And it's looking kind of golden. Maybe it's kind of like a pink to gold shimmer or something. Very pretty. There it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black, totally different look. And up next we have this pretty kind of robin's egg blue. Looks like it has like a greenish shimmer. This one is called The Moon is Always Jealous. Very, very pretty. And that one on the swatch wheel we have right here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats with the matte top coat. Let's put on a 3rd coat. I love this shade of blue. It's kind of like a perfect sky blue or like a robin's egg blue. Very, very pretty. Here we have it in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. You can see those shimmer bits there. Love it with the matte top coat. Love it glossy. Very nice and smooth here in 1 coat. All of them are excellent formulas. So pretty. And this one is called The Moon is Always Jealous in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. This is day 5. And that one over black is right here. That leaves like this kind of almost teal, kind of like a seafoamy teal kind of shimmer behind. Not the prettiest. 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And up next we have another magnetic. This is so pretty. So this is kind of like a berry, like a pinkish red berry kind of color. And then it has this shimmer in it. You can see there, like, or maybe those are flakes. It looks like it almost goes like green to gold. And maybe some orange kind of in there. Very, very pretty. This one is called All I Want is a Normal Life. And this is a magnetic. Here we have it on the swatch wheel in 1 coat. This is 2 coats with the cat eye, 3 coats unmagnetized matte. Loving that with the matte top coat. So rich. So good. Let's put on a 3rd coat here with the cat eye. That really deepens up the background to like a maroonish kind of color, or like a dark cranberry sort of. And then all that magnet line is that like multi-chrome shimmery stuff. Very pretty. And let me put on a 2nd coat here, unmagnetized. This is beautiful, unmagnetized. That is probably how I would wear it. It's very shifty. It's pretty both ways, really. Here it is in 1 coat, or 2 coats unmagnetized, 3 coats with the cat eye, 3 coats unmagnetized matte. I love it all these ways, but look at that. 2 coats unmagnetized. That is so pretty. I'm seeing like shifts to kind of an orange, kind of a golden orange. And I feel like there's something kind of green in there also. And then here with the cat eye, it really deepens up that background to that, like I said, kind of a dark cranberry color. And then the magnetic line is sparkly. So pretty. And this with the matte top coat, so good. So, so pretty. This one is All I want is a normal life. 1 coat, or 2 coats unmagnetized, 3 coats with the cat eye, 3 coats unmagnetized matte. Love, 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 always. And that one with the velvet effect is right here. We start over here and we just start with kind of that smooth cranberry kind of color. And then as we turn it, we get that kind of pink to orange, kind of golden, and then back to that cranberry. So pretty. This does not have a glossy top coat on it. It's just 3 coats in the horseshoe, the 30-pound horseshoe magnet. So shifty, so pretty. Love this. Love, love, love. And that one over black is right here, and that just leaves all that kind of shifty shimmer. Very nice. And there it is. 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And up next we have day 7, this beautiful reflective. This one is called Midnight Margaritas. Just a beautiful kind of, it's kind of limey, kind of minty. Has silver reflective, very pretty. And that one on the swatch wheel is right here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats with the matte top coat. Very pretty. It does look like a margarita. It's like the color of a margarita. She definitely nailed that. Here goes our 3rd coat. So here we have that now in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Love this shade. Love all that reflective glitter. Very, very pretty. And this one is called Midnight Margaritas. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. And that one over black just leaves all that green shimmer and the silver reflective. There it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And up next, we have a pretty thermal. This one is called 1 Green Eye, 1 Blue Eye. Kind of a denim-y, navy kind of blue with different colored flakes. I'm seeing oranges and greens. There's flakes and little bitty glitter. There's hollow little glitter. Blue, orange, purple, I think. Lots of colors in there. That one on the swatch wheel is right here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats matte. Love that with the matte top coat. Look at that. Let's go in and put on our 3rd coat. So I believe this is probably the cold state, even though it's not that cold in here. But like I said, I do have it, I have it here on my nail, so you can see it almost lightens up to like almost, well, I'll get some water so we can see it better. But it's almost looking like a bluish gray in the warm state, and then that darker blue in the cold state, and then all those different color flakes and glitter coming through. I'll get some water though at the very end, and we'll take a look at it with hot and cold water. So here we have it now in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. This is so pretty. Very, very pretty. I love it in this colder state. Very nice. This one is called 1 Green Eye, 1 Blue Eye. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Love. And that one over black really just leaves kind of the glitter and the flakes behind. I'm just really seeing the black of the swatch wheel, takes all the blue away, and then just leaves all the different glitters and flakies. So here that is. 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And up next we have this one right here. So this is sort of like a burgundy-ish, and I believe there's hollow. It's hard to see any hollow under these LED lights, but I think this is probably a linear hollow if I had sun, which I don't because it's dark. Anyway, this one is called My Blood, Your Blood, Our Blood. Very, very pretty. And that one on the swatch wheel is right here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats matte. Love that with the matte top coat. So velvety. Very, very nice. Let's go in and put on our 3rd coat. So yeah, I would say this is like a maroon. You could think of it as kind of a brownish red. That's probably what maroon is. Here we have it in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Can't show you that hollow, but I bet it's there. Very, very pretty. And this one is My Blood, Your Blood, Our Blood. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. And that one over black just leaves kind of that brownish red shimmer. And there it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And up next we have kind of this taupey, it's almost like a taupey, like a grayed taupe, pinkish taupe, like a pinkish taupe. And then it has like kind of a peachy shimmer. This one is called Nudity is Entirely Optional. And like I said in the unboxing portion, this is probably a very safe for work polish, but not a safe for work name. Very pretty though. And that one on the swatch wheel we have right here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats matte. Just kind of like a peachy nude, like a peachy nude. Let's put on our 3rd coat. If you do end up getting this box, or if you already ordered it and you don't really like this type of a color on its own, you could always use this as undies, like even as kind of like a blurring base. So if you look at it here in 1 coat, it's not that dark. So you could probably definitely wear that as a blurring base kind of a thing if you don't like the color on its own. But here we have it, 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. I think it's an okay color. I almost like it better in 1 coat. There it is in 1 coat. 3 coats, 3 coats matte. It's definitely like a pink leaning nude. Pink tinged nude maybe. And this one is called Nudity is Entirely Optional. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. And that one doesn't do anything for me over black, just sort of leaves that kind of pinkish nude patchy shimmer. 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And up next, I don't remember which of these was the next one, but we're gonna look at this glow in the dark one next. This one is called Be Careful What You Wish For. And this is a glow in the dark. And again, at the end, when we do the water with the thermals, I'll turn the lights off and look at this under a black light. So this is really just a clear base. It looks white, but I think it will dry clear. And then it's got some kind of large and smaller flakes and flecks. And I think they're holographic. I think I see colors in there. And then we've got these little bitty bats. You can see that. There's a few more over here. Very, very fun for Halloween. So for that one, for the swatch wheel, I put just one coat here, just on the swatch wheel itself. You can see I did get a bat, and I don't know if you can see any of those little silver holographic. There's some over there, some of the little flakes. You can see more. Here I just did one coat of, gosh, I don't remember what I even used as the base, and I only just did it. Anyway, some sort of a purple I used as the base color. So there you can see I got another bat. You can see some more of the flakes. It must have been this one because I'm not seeing any other flakes. So it's just one coat of this with one coat of that glow in the dark. And then I put a matte top coat on this one. It does look like it kind of dries matte anyway here on its own. And then here I did one coat of this one, which was a magnetic, but I just didn't magnetize it. Just one coat of that, and then one coat of the glow in the dark. And then there again, you can see some of the larger flakes, the smaller flakes, and a bat. The bats actually were coming out on the top, or on the neck of the bottle. That's where I was just grabbing them from, because as I would wipe off my brush, they would just fall down into the neck of the bottle there, and then I would just reach up and grab one like that. But I didn't really have to fish for them or anything, but that could be a possibility. And just to show you how it goes on, I don't know if we'll get a bat this time, but yeah, we did. There's a bat right there. So there we have. Be careful what you wish for. There it is, just two coats on its own over the regular white swatch wheel, and then one coat over the purple and one coat over kind of a teal color. These two have matte top coats, and this one no top coat yet. Like it. That's really, really fun. Up next, we have this beautiful crackle. Love this. This one is called But With the Sweets Come the Sour. And this is a crackle. So if you're not familiar with crackle nail polish, you have to have either just a plain regular old base coat or a base color down. So here I just put one coat of just a regular base coat. I'm not even sure which one I used. Just grabbed a base coat and put one coat of a base coat on there. Just if you just put it on a plain nail, or if I would just put it plain on this thing, it would not crack. And then I did a coat of this pretty purple. That was the first one we looked at. And then this beautiful purple, I did one coat of that one. Love that. And then I did one coat of this kind of teal magnetic, but without magnetizing it. And then I did one coat of this reflective. And I did one coat of this kind of maroonish hollow. I think that's the one I used. Let me just make sure. Yeah, one coat of this. So we're gonna put this crackle over all of these and just see what it looks like. So with crackles, how you put it on will depend how it cracks. I tried to do that kind of thin. If you do it thin, you will get more cracks. So you'll see more cracks, which would make you see more of the base color and less of the crackle color. It is starting to work. I don't know if you can see it. It's starting to crack there. Then let's just go ahead. We're gonna put this over this purple. I didn't know how it would look over any of these colors. I just picked some from the collection here. But you don't want to overwork it. You don't want to go over it over and over. Just sort of put on a coat and let it do its thing. You can see it cracking here on that kind of magenta. Here it is, just all on its own. While that works, let me just show it to you. I did put one coat over black. This is so pretty. It's like that lighter bright blue to purple. This is just one coat. I did put a base coat down first and then just one coat of the crackle. You don't want to use 2 coats of crackle. You don't want to overwork it. So pretty. So here they are. It will dry down kind of matte, so you'll want to gloss them up. Let me go ahead and do that. Anything I used a glossy top coat for over the black, I think that's all. I used this one from Apocalypse Polish, End of the World top coat. I think they may be changing their top coats, but let me just gloss these up real quick. This top coat was sent to me at some point for PR. I think if you put this over darker colors, you'd really see that shift like we did over the black. So here we have it. This was it just all on its own over this natural color. This is it over kind of a magenta color. This was over that pretty purple sparkly one. This was over the teal magnetic without the magnet line happening. This was over that kind of margarita colored reflective. And last up over that kind of burgundy-ish hollow. So here they all are. They all crack nicely. Very, very fun. I think I love it over the black. I think I would wear this over darker colors. It really brings out the shift. I don't know if you can see that it's going like pink to purple to blue to almost green, or kind of like a teal green. Gorgeous. There it is. One coat over the natural and one coat over the black. And then all the other colors. And this one is, but with the sweets come the sour. There it is over a few of those colors. Love a crackle. And the last polish in this Practical Magic Halloween box, this pretty kind of grape purple with these green, blue, purple, iridescent kind of flakes. This one is called There's a Little Witch in All of Us. That one on me is right here. I think this is probably more the warm state right now, but we'll get some water and take a look at that. On my nails, both of those are only 2 coats also. And here is that one on the swatch wheel. 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats matte. Love that with the matte top coat. Really let you see all those different flakes. So, so fun. Let's put on a 3rd coat. Here we have that now. Let's see. Here it is, 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. This is a thermal. This is the cold state, I do believe. I don't think there's a big difference with this one, but we'll take a look in some hot and cold water here in just a minute. Loving it with the matte top coat. Very, very pretty glossy too though. And this one is There's a Little Witch in All of Us. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. And that one over black. Leaves kind of a milky purple, but then you can still see those flakes, kind of green and blue flakes popping through. There it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. All right, let me grab some water. We'll take a look at these 2 thermals. Here's what they look like right now. It's a little warmer down here at my cuticles, a little cooler up there at the tips. Let me grab some water and we will do this right. All right, let's take a look at these 2 thermals. Up first we have one green eye, one blue eye. Here it is. It's pretty much the cold state, I do believe, but I have some cold water here. Here it is, all cold. And I've got some hot water. Here it is, all hot. Oh, it's very hot. So that goes to almost like a gray blue. Almost clearish, not really clear, but it's lighter up there at the tip. There it is, all hot. Here it is, all cold. And here it is in the thermal. One green eye, one blue eye. Very pretty. And then the other thermal is this pretty purple. This one's called There's a Little Witch in All of Us. Here it is, pretty much the cold state. Let's put it all in the cold water. There it is, all cold. Let's see what it does in the hot water. It just gets a little bit lighter, a little bit more pinkish. This one's really hard to see. There's not a big difference in them. There you can kind of see a little bit. There's a little witch in all of us. This is 2 coats with a glossy top coat on my finger, both of them. There they are. Very nice. And let's look at this glow in the dark bat polish. Let me go turn off some lights. This one also looks kind of black light reflective. This one is Fall in Love Whenever You Can. It's a little, it doesn't glow, but that's a little bit black light reflective. Here is the glow in the dark. You can see it glows, it looks like it glows white. Very eerie, it's fun. So there it is, glowing. Here it is. The first one is 2 coats all on its own. Second one is over a purple. Third one is over a kind of teal color. Goes quite well. Here's the bottle. It goes for a long time too. It's a nice, that's a good one. This is just under a black light. There they are. There's the bottle. You can see those little bats in there. Very fun. All right, let's get some lights turned back on. All right, let's turn the camera around and finish this up. All right, so that was the LynB Designs Practical Magic Halloween box. Love. Look at all these pretty colors. Love, love, love. My favorites are the purple, that purple with all the different color, little sparkles, and that shifting shimmer. Love that one. I really like the teal magnetic, even unmagnetized. Love that. I like them all. I love the margarita colored reflective glitter. That one's really pretty. Yeah, I think it's a great little collection as a mystery collection. So like I said, I don't know if any of these will still be available when she opens back up. Her website, lynbdesigns.store, will be back open on October 5th, right ahead of her October 10th to the 14th launch weekend. And again, if you use code DRINKS on those days, the 10th through the 14th, you'll save 50% off of almost everything in her website. Love, love, love that. This, if she does have any of these boxes left, they are not part of the sale, so you could go ahead and order it. For these 13 polishes and the extra little things, we got the little pencil, broom pencil, very, very cute, little candies and everything. It was, I think it was $90, and then that had free shipping. I think her shipping threshold is $75, but I didn't pay shipping. I did buy 4 other polishes in with this box, which I did not show you today, but very, very happy with this mystery box. I've always been happy with LynB Designs mystery boxes. I love her polishes. I think that they are really, really awesome. They have great formulas, lots of fun, and during her 50% off window, you can't beat the price, $6.50 for a indie brand. And I think her creams are like $5 or something when they're 50% off. Crazy, crazy. But very, very happy with this mystery box. Love it. So let me know in the comments what you thought. Did you have any favorites out of this Practical Magic Halloween box? I really love them all. I told you my favorites, but that's all I have. I want to thank you so much for stopping in and spending some of your day with me, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I do hope you enjoyed this video, but that's all I have, so I'm just gonna say goodbye for now.